Okay, so it seems like we have some pretty crazy news, and this time it's to do with Hololive's Nerissa Ravencroft. Now, obviously, she's a very, very big VTuber in the space, and has been extremely popular over the past couple of years, and, well, it seems like she has broken the internet again, but it's not actually her who's broken the internet. It's her dad. Now, the other day, she actually did a stream which featured her dad, and literally, if you search Nerissa Ravencroft on YouTube, one of the first top search results and suggested searches is Nerissa Ravencroft dad. This is how much is absolutely taken over the space in the past day or so. Literally, it's only been a day, if not a little bit over that, right? And it's been crazy, the amount of kind of attention, support, and just kind of overall freaking out that people are doing over her dad, which I think is actually really funny and really great to see. Obviously in the community, you can see all of these clips getting 51,000 views. The stream itself, 172,000 views streamed one day ago, and obviously, yeah, it's a Papa Ravencroft. Now obviously they got him a little VTuber model and stuff. They did a Q&A thing, essentially asking him a question. Here's one of the clips from one of the Hololive English Clipper channels, and then yeah, we'll talk about it.
All your kids like during childhood, and how in your eyes have they changed over the years, or have they stayed the same? You can do me last, because I know I'm your favorite. Why are you laughing?
You are my favorite youngest.
My favorite youngest?
Daughter.
Oh, you hear that, everyone? I'm his favorite youngest daughter. Take that! Well, what about me? You answered the other siblings, apart from just you glazing me a bit. What else?
I just said you.
No!
I wasn't glazing you.
Glazing is like complimenting. Complimenting.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm not up with all this lingo of you young kids.
Young kids? I'll have you
You're
know,
only
I'm
10,000
years old, okay? I don't want to hear.
Barely out of diapers.
Hello? I'm at least 21 in demon years. At least. Okay? Let's move on to the next question.
So yeah, obviously that was a little clip from it. As you can see, that is essentially how a lot of the stream went down. A lot of the chat were asking her questions and asking her dad questions. And yeah, everyone was going pretty crazy. As you can see, Nerissa's dad is too American for Nerissa to understand. Nerissa's dad finds out chat loves Mama Rissa too much, again, people have just been clipping the hell out of this because it is a very funny interaction, and tons of people have been talking about it, especially over on r/virtual YouTubers, where they say Nerissa Ravencroft's father, aka Papa Rissa, finally makes his debut, and yeah, as you can see here, there's some of the questions and stuff of them talking. And yeah, it was just an overall great stream, and I think a lot of people have been talking about it, saying that is a big papa. They said, wave your hands in the air if you're a true player, indeed. They said the family does not miss. It's actually insane. That it's so cool how he's playing so much into his character and Larissa's lore. Also very funny. And yeah, that is 100% true. During the entire stream, it's obviously he is playing a character. Obviously a lot of the Hololive members and everything do put on a character, and obviously that's just normal for them. But whenever you're talking to your IRL dad, you think about talking to your actual IRL dad and saying, hey, can you just pretend that all of this exists and stuff? I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 your dad would say no. But obviously, Nerissa's dad here was very much up for putting on a voice, it seems like, and obviously playing in to the whole kind of story. And I thought that was really cool because, again, he could have just went onto stream and just been like a normal dad and been like, what the hell's going on? I really don't know what the hell. He's like, wait, you're not you're a 10,000-year-old demon. You're like, he could have not played into it at all, but it seems like he was really trying to play the part, which I thought really added to it. And I think that's why it's done so well. I think that's why so many people have really liked it. It's due to the fact of how much he played into that character and into Nerissa's lore and everything like that, which is just really cool. And it's just a cool dad moment, to have someone that would, do that. And people have been, speaking about it over on virtual YouTubers and saying, Hololive landed a 6-for-1 bundle. They said, indeed, they're a package deal, obviously referring to the rest of the family. They said his arms is wider than his hips, and her hips are very wide. I said every time the mum feeling frisky, he has to do a bunch of push-ups, which kind of funny. He's base. He says, yes, he definitely is. Said this whole family must have been theatre kids at some point, because it seems to run in the family. Obviously, yeah, they say that's a rad dad. Said, I love her dad. I love her dad. Please, someone propose her out front of him. said he already preempted that by requiring those who seek his daughter's hand to do the most Herculean of tasks, get a job, which is quite funny. Say Papa Rissa sounds like pineapple on pizza. Say he is scary lucky. He is kind of scary lucky, but obviously, as I said, you know, it's part of the law, it's part of the family, which I thought was really cool. It said, oh, I adore this man. Would it be improper to propose to Nerissa as a way to get a new father-in-law? And yeah, there's a ton of people that have been saying that too. They're like, you know, I want to propose to, they say like, I want to propose to Nerissa, not because of Nerissa, because of the dad. I want a cool father-in-law. That would actually be sick. And honestly, I could see that. I could see why people would do that, just to like kind of get into contact with him, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Obviously as well, people have been talking about it over at nijisanji as well. Yeah, about the fact that, you know, they've been making his debut. And I just thought I'd share this because, again, it's not very often that you see a clip like this kind of break the internet. But as I said, it's absolutely been dominating the search terms recently. If you literally look at, there's statistics above my head here, you know, there's 431,000 highest views, average views is 127,000, average subs 170,000. You know, that's how popular these clips have been getting. And it seems like a lot of the Hololive clippers have been working hard. You can see here, like some of these videos, 136,000 of his real laugh coming out whenever they were talking to Liz, which I thought was really funny too. It said Nerissa's dad finally talks on Liz and answers one question. It is top 3 anime, which I think is, yeah, it's just really great. I don't really know how I should describe it. I think it is just a great interaction, and I hope that more people do this, because you do see sometimes, you know, some VTubers' parents and stuff coming onto stream, or like siblings or whatever, which is always a nice interaction. But whenever you have, you know, a dad who's actually playing into the character, into the lore, into everything, while also being a little bit funny and a little bit more like personable, I think it's really, really nice. And yeah, Nerissa has been absolutely, well, I say Nerissa has been taking over YouTube. Nerissa's dad has been absolutely taking over YouTube recently. Obviously, as well, you know, they've been kind of, the questions that were asked in the stream were, you know, a mix between obviously more personal ones and obviously less personal ones, like what's your top 3 favorite anime and stuff. And they said, you know, what are some qualities a guy should have to make a woman fall, to make a woman such as Rissa fall for them. You know, obviously some people are asking those questions. Then what's your favorite original song that Nerissa made? So again, it was just a great interaction overall, and I hope to see more kind of stuff like this, and maybe more of her dad coming on to stream. You never know. But again, obviously it's just one of these things that happens. Sorry for that jump scare if that was too loud, by the way. But again, you know, this is about an hour and 40-minute stream. It's on about 170,000 views and still going up. People in the comments as well say, dude, he has so much aura. I love him so much. So this man is one of 12 siblings. Grandma Rissa and Grandpa Rissa were making their own damn legion. They said, sick boys, sick jokes, sick taste in music. What more could you want from a father-in-law? The Ravencroft family stream is much anticipated now we've met everyone. Said, bro, you didn't tell us your dad was Big Boss. That's amazing. Love how much Papa Rissa clearly loves the lore. And I'm already looking forward to Malthus, the second heresy down the pipeline. Sounds like a fun on a bun. And obviously, yeah, Nerissa liked that one. So guy knows his gun like the back of his hand. Craig's dad jokes without missing a beat and is the ultimate Chad of dads. Lord Malthus is a legend. And obviously, yeah, there's been so much support in the comments, and you know, it seems like Rissa's been going through a lot of them, or maybe her dad has probably been going through them as well, looking at all the kind of comments that they've been leaving on there. So yeah, overall, just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because again, it has actually absolutely been breaking the internet at the moment. And yeah, I mean, I'll keep you guys up to date if there's any other kind of stuff that comes out about this, but I doubt there will. You know, probably maybe another stream. Maybe that would also break the internet too. You never know. But yeah, that's what I got. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop to use my code Kazza, get 10% off again. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.